Okay, I'm recording now, but I would like if we can please keep it as sort of not too short, but also sort of summarized due to space and battery life.
How long?
Okay,
Let me start. I'm an interviewer.
so we have our interview here.
So, what year did you meet, and how old were both of you, and where were you working or studying at the time?
I think the year was 2003. I was a first year student at UNO. Miana was my English teacher. That's why I speak such a perfect English. So, so yeah, what happened actually? It's I uh, um, I was raised by my namesake. She's not related to me in any way. She's a lovely woman, very good, but she have had some influences. And then that year, the sister where I was staying started saying, apparently I have too many boyfriends, and all the taxi drivers that are dropping me at home are my boyfriends. And then she believed it. She didn't ask me or anything. She just came and then decided she has nothing to do with me anymore. I had $20 in my pocket. So I took my $20, a few clothes, and then went to, first 2, 3 nights I slept in the bathrooms, that side of the swimming pool. And then the other night I asked Miana to give me her office key to do my assignment. And then I slept in the office. Just made sure 5 o'clock, I'm out. When she come, I'm out. So I just come to give her the key. She didn't know I slept in the office. And I think I did it again, and I did it several times. And then there was this day that I was in the class, her class, English class, which was my last class for the day. So then, when everybody's like saying, I'm going home, like let the class finish, it's time to go home, and then you have no home to go. So I was sitting there, and then I started crying, but I didn't really realize that tears were just falling. And then she saw me, and then she started asking. And then I think then I started crying even more. So that's how the whole story started. She took me in. She took me to the deans to see if I can get any help. There wasn't really much help with the deans. Then she took me in her house.
So there was, because they gave you meal tickets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I got meal tickets. But for the accommodation, there was no one to pay for the hostel. So she took me in. And then, yeah, that's how it all went. Wrote my exams that year, finished. Luckily, I think it was not the first year, it was the second year, because then the following year, I managed to go in the hostel. Yeah, I was in the second year. And the next year, I managed to go in the hostel, got the study loan, which was enough to pay for the hostel and school fees. And then, yeah, from there, I progressed. And it's actually because of her that I managed to go through. If it wasn't for that action that day, I don't know how far I would have gone or how long I would have been able to hold on going from classroom to the bathroom.
And it was too much on her. She was highly depressed. Remember that day when you called the paramedic and you were taken to Kantura Hospital?
Yeah.
The child was depressed. The child was crying. The child was, later on she started belching. And then the whole skin was lumpy. And when I looked at that, I couldn't just take. I didn't want to cry in front of her, but when she went, I went to my office locked my office and then cried, why should a child like that? So I put her in the shoes of my own children. I started crying. Yeah. So luckily, we managed to solve our Karitu situation. Keeping her, we used to go to school together, and I could see that she had the potential to be somebody in Namibia. That's why I was not discouraged. Although I didn't have much, I said, let us share the little I have, because I know she will make it in life. That's why I took her.
And she did it.
Yeah,
You
she
don't
did
need
it.
to.
This is the evidence.
Let's see.
This one.
The best one is this one. Wait,
Mm,
wait. There's this one. There's this one. Where is it?
the last one.
This one, I love it.
Mm.
This one.
Yeah.
With distinction.
That's
With
one.
distinction.
One with distinction.
A master degree.
A master.
And then
degree.
there's another
This
second
one.
master degree.
There is a master degree twice.
Yeah.
Wow.
The one for 10, 15,
No, a
That
master
one.
degree, this one.
Yeah, this one also.
In
for
business
IUM.
management. Yeah?
IUM. You see, it's what we have achieved.
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, it was Otilie
Yes.
who spotted you coming from the bathroom early in the morning, because that day she had to come to the office and say, so that girl who stays in your office, she sleeps there. And then I said, ah, really? Yes, I saw her early in the morning.
This is a diploma.
Today I came in the morning. Then I said I didn't want to ask her. I'll wait. Then that day when you were crying, that's when we asked, and you had no place to stay. Yeah, it was really moving, my dear.
How long do you think you stayed in the office or lived at school basically before my mom confronted you about it?
I think about 2-3 weeks.
Mm.
I think about 2-3 weeks. I had my bread and my bottle of juice in my backpack.
And sometimes just water.
Sometimes
You remember I
just
used to
water.
buy half bread with, who was your friend? You bought half a bread and then that's a small sugar, and you mix it with water during lunchtime, and then it was your lunch. Before I took you to the Dean of Students to get meal tickets. It was bad, children.
Yeah. Sometimes the thing is like, in a reality, once you go through that tough time,
Became tough.
you become tough. And you really, it pushes you, it motivates you, it makes you to be where you are now.
Vous voulez du lait? Est-ce que vous voulez du lait dans le café?
Le.
Oui.
Oui. Machine in the coffee.
Umeyasuka ni mutumu.
Kasina shida ngangane.
Name that.
It's a matter.
If it's 1 cup, in how
If it
many
doesn't
months?
have